Could Jon Favreau become Star Wars' Kevin Feige? With the decade-spanning Skywalker saga coming to a close with December's Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, the franchise is at a bit of a turning point. While the brand is still strong with offerings like The Mandalorian uniting the fanbase behind characters like the wee baby Yoda, as well as hype building behind other upcoming Disney Plus shows like the Obi-Wan and Cassian Andor spin-offs, the films are taking a little bit of a catnap in that the next one won't be coming out until 2022, and that's assuming it doesn't get pushed back even further. Now, according to reports, there's actually been a director already picked for that 2022 film, but the person and subject of the project won't be announced until sometime next year. However, with the Skywalker saga about to be in the rearview mirror, Star Wars and Lucasfilm are on the cusp of something exciting: the chance to be able to construct an entirely new Star Wars epic in a brand new setting from the ground up. But who is the right person to usher in this new era in the galaxy far, far away from a certain story point of view?
A certain point of view?
Now, obviously, this is definitely something being paid attention to by both fans as well as Disney, who want to make sure their $4 billion investment remains as highly profitable as humanly possible. And thanks to a report in The Hollywood Reporter, there might be an answer to who might be helming the starship going forward: writer-director Jon Favreau. Now, currently Kathleen Kennedy is the head of Lucasfilm, and while she has overall control over production, she reportedly defers to the creative vision of individual filmmakers on specific projects, and this has led to some behind-the-scenes clashes and some very public divorces. Of course, it's not hard to see how this contrasts with that other Hollywood Goliath, Marvel Studios. Kevin Feige and company are known to bring in filmmakers to execute a specific piece of an overall narrative that's shepherded by him and his team. Though there can be less individual flair overall there, you can't argue that the Infinity Saga didn't tell a grand story from start to finish. But it looks like the folks behind the galaxy far, far away may be changing their ways. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Lucasfilm's already made moves for some creative storytellers to take larger roles in crafting the future of Star Wars. Specifically the man who brought us The Mandalorian, old Johnny Favs. He's clearly got a passion for Star Wars and the holiday special. He wrote 4 scripts of The Mandalorian just so he could pitch it. He's got a good working relationship with Disney, with high-grossing films like The Jungle Book and The Lion King, and he's the guy who literally kicked off the Marvel Cinematic Universe before it was even the Marvel Cinematic Universe with 2008's Iron Man. Now, this isn't to say that Favreau will be taking over for Kathleen Kennedy. She remains in charge of Lucasfilm for the time being, even if in the same report they wonder for how much longer that could be. In the article, it's argued that Kennedy has been in charge of Lucasfilm since before Disney purchased it, and she successfully closed out the Skywalker saga from a financial standpoint, even if there is divisiveness among fans. So there are plenty of strong reasons for her to remain at the helm. However, the piece also notes that her contract is completed in 2021, and she could be looking to move on. They cite a recent interview Kennedy did with Rolling Stone, where she said, "What happens in the future and how long and how much longer I do this, I don't know yet. I'm looking at all of that." However, whether if or for how long Kennedy sticks with Lucasfilm, THR sources say that Star Wars is going to have a lot more Favreau in their future. Those same sources also say that Kennedy's ideal team is Favreau along with Episode 9 producer Michelle Rejwan and Dave Filoni. And honestly, that seems like a great storytelling team. They each have a working connection with Star Wars. Dave Filoni's been a favorite among fans for a long time thanks to his work on animated series like The Clone Wars before he worked on The Mandalorian. And plus, he's kind of George Lucas's protege. He can walk the balance between introducing new elements and protecting Lucas's original vision. So if Kathleen Kennedy stays, she's setting herself up for success by crafting a talented team like this. And if she leaves, well, she's leaving it in good hands, so it seems like a win-win situation to us. But how legitimate is all of this? Well, despite Hollywood Reporter's whiff with the recent confirmation of meetings about a Joker sequel that filmmakers have flat out denied, they usually have a pretty good track record on behind-the-scenes dealings of Hollywood's big movers and shakers. Whether or not they're correct in this instance, it certainly seems like a sure bet that Jon Favreau is here to stay in the Star Wars universe. But what about all that gossip about Kevin Feige? Fans were exhilarated to hear that he would be producing his own Star Wars film, and there were even rumors when that news first dropped that he could become the creative lead for Lucasfilm as well. To be honest, that's probably not going to happen. He's got a pretty full plate over at Marvel with a whole new slew of characters, movies, Disney Plus shows. He's got a lot to worry about. Plus, he also has to get Spider-Man back for another round or two from Sony. So while he's still on track to make a Star Wars film, it doesn't seem like he's going to take the reins of Lucasfilm full-time anytime soon. But for now, any real answers we want about the future of Star Wars will probably be placed into deep freeze and carbonite until The Rise of Skywalker's as dust settles a bit after its release next month. But what do you folks think? Are you excited for Jon Favreau to become a creative force behind Star Wars? And what will the wee baby Yoda get up to in the next chapter of The Mandalorian? Also, what do you want the next Star Wars film to be about? Let's discuss. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, why not give us a like and subscribe? And if you want to get notified every time we go live with a brand new video or a new show, feel free to mash that little bell. That way you will always be up to date on all the latest theories, news, and rumors in the pop culture world.